So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I appreciate you being on as always. My name is Andrew, your high performance call today with Blake Newbears, the partner program. So this last week on Friday, we talked a little bit about just daily sitting down and writing out goals and thinking about your mentors and looking at your accomplishments and then tasks that you can do. I picked up my newest book, and I wanted to share some of those things with you. How many of you guys have taken the time? You've already read The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson?
It is my favorite. It's my absolute favorite.
Good. It's a fantastic book.
Yep,
there you go. Paul's got his cup. So
our team name is Slight Edge.
There you go. Just a little bit each and every day. You know, guys, it's just those little compounding things. So I wanted to review that. I want to review some of those principles like we do. Guys, if you got some feedback, feel free to chime in, drop it into the chat as we're sharing, so we can roll through that. All right. So Slight Edge by Jeff Olson is a book. Let me pull it up here. Something to remind yourself, you know, there is each and every day you have little decisions that you make. And a lot of those little decisions, you're looking at it and it's either the decision, well, it doesn't really matter. You know, I'm going to have this extra little bit of chocolate. I'm going to have, a one drink tonight, one extra soda at lunch. It doesn't really matter. That extra little soda, that extra little bit of chocolate, it's not going to make a difference now. Or it's the only thing that matters, because each and every one of those little decisions, what adds up to help shape the foundation and pathway that our lives are on. Ralph Waldo Emerson is a quote that I absolutely love. It fits real well with some of the philosophies that I have. The control that we have in our life and who we become. The only person you are destined to become is the person that you decide to be. You have complete control over the direction that the rest of your life takes each and every day. So, at its core, the Slight Edge, part of what he talks about is that your philosophies shape your attitudes, your actions, and your results. Now, our philosophies are a mix match, this combination of everything that we have picked up throughout our life. There are things that we learn as a child. There are things that we learn as teenagers. It's a culmination of the actions and activities in the workplace environments and the friends and everything that we've done, especially through our 20s and 30s, in shaping who we become. Those attitudes, actions, and results will create our life. That's how we become who we are. Okay. Now, this goes to the little cup that Paul was just showing. This is kind of the design, the little logo that he had there. Our life is each and every day, it's a simple decisions or it's simple errors, right? Each and every day. There is, this is part of me like trying not to say some of the things I want to get to in a minute, but every single day you make a decision, right? It's the whole, when you have two railroad lines that are running along, or two lines, that 1% change isn't going to make a big difference until it does over time, right? It's something like what we've talked about reading, 10 minutes a day, 10 pages a day, right? I try and read a bit more than that. But if you did 10 minutes a day over the course of the year, just under 3,600 hours or 3,600 minutes, right? Divide that by 60. I mean, the amount of time that you spend on yourself, or it's that walk, that 10-minute walk, 10 minutes of meditation. It's the one diet soda that you have every single day that over time ends up screwing with your blood, with your digestion, with everything else. Guys, it's the simple decisions that we make each and every day. And you may walk in and you go, look, today it doesn't matter. And I am all about allowing yourself to have that cheat meal or spend some time where you take, step away from the business, or, you're not 100% locked in every single day, because you can't be. No one can be. And if you think people are, if you're looking at some people on social media, or you're looking at some of those gurus and they're talking about how every single moment of every single day, they're just dialed in, they're full of crap. It just doesn't work like that. Our brains don't work like that. We only have so much willpower, decision-making capabilities in a given day. Towards the end of the day, you end up with a little bit of brain fatigue, right? That's part of life. That's when, though, you need to be the most resilient on your daily decisions. There's a quote by James Lawrence, Iron Cowboy, that I've talked about. He's in the middle of his 100 triathlons in 100 days, right? I was, privileged to be able to sit in a mastermind with him. And one of the things he said that really just stuck out to me is that, the ability to deal with daily monotony is an underappreciated superpower. The ability to deal with the daily monotony is an underappreciated superpower. It is something we've got to do each and every day. It's those little decisions that turn you into the superhero you're looking to be in your life. Okay, so it's the simple disciplines versus the simple errors. Over time, that makes up a huge difference. Now, it's the people that can make those simple disciplines each and every day, the decisions that will keep them moving forward, consistently repeated daily actions. That's what gives you the results. But it's only 5 to 20% of the population that actually do that, because everybody else just gives in a little bit. Look, it's just one Netflix show. It's just one series. It's just a little bit of sip of that, or it's just a sniff of this, or it's time spent doing something that's not productive. Here's this question. How many of you guys have seen this, right? Would you rather receive $1 million right now, or would you rather take a penny but double that amount every day for a month? Have you guys heard this? Would you rather take $1 million right now, or the penny doubled every day for a month?
I think it's the penny.
It's the penny.
I take the penny.
Take the penny.
Penny double.
Compounding.
Yeah, but if you're a good
I'll
investor,
take both.
I'll take $1 million.
I take both.
if you're a good investor, you can invest that $1 million and do a lot more with it. So.
You could, but not in
I'll take both.
or not in 30 days, not unless you
Okay.
run across like AMC. Because here's the thing: the $1 million now, or the penny doubled at the end of the month. The penny doubled ends up being close to 10 million, give or take a little bit. 10 million. See the difference? But it's that little thing. It's the compounded. Right now, that's an extreme case. You making the right decision every single day isn't necessarily going to double your results. But over time,
Penny double how long?
over a month, over the course of a month, doubling every day for a month.
$10 million.
Yeah, ballpark.
Yeah.
Doubling every single day, right? Not business days, every day, right? So looking at those small and simple decisions. Here's the problem that so many people have, right? If it's so simple, why doesn't everybody do it? Because things that are easy to do are just as easy not to do. That 10-minute walk, it's easy to step outside and just go for that quick walk. It's just as easy to go downstairs and go, hey, it's a little cold today. I'm just going right back to bed. Right? Ernie, I'm just giving you a hard time. It's those little things each and every day. Well, sitting down, reading my 10 pages, grabbing a candy bar or a granola bar, right? Not looking at the sugar content versus, this is healthy for me. Over the course of 10 years, that's close to 300 something, 65,000 calories, something along those lines, 100 plus pounds of granola bars, right? Stuff adds up. If things are easy to do, they're just as easy not to do. You need to follow the plant, cultivate, harvest cycle. Too many of the frustrations that I see from people starting a business is they skip that cultivate portion. Like what you just wrote in there, I didn't read the whole thing, but talking about sharing value, right? When your niche is clear and you're sharing value, I'm cultivating those relationships, right? The relationship that I have with my significant other, each and every day I cultivate it.
I would
if you're
also
looking to harvest.
imagine. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say I would also imagine incentive has a lot to do with it too. That's one of the main reasons why I really make sure that I come on all these meetings, because it continues my incentive. It continues that build, just that drive. So it's
and you
important.
need that. Yeah, it's a little bit each and every day. See, this plant and harvest, a lot of us, you start a business and you go, I'm going to be different. I'm going to make this much. But you've lived 20, 30, 40, 50 years of your life doing something a certain way, and you expect this immediate change, and it just doesn't work like that, right? We've talked about how we change and how results change, how we can get different results. And there's only two ways. Occasionally you have some major thing that happens like that. Once in a while you do. That will just change you on that level that now I'm a different person. It doesn't work 99.9% of the time, guys. The way to change is a constant and consistent flow of new information, and constantly and consistently setting challenges for yourself and overcoming them. If reading 10 minutes a day is a challenge, then overcome it every single day. If drinking enough water is a challenge, then do it every single day. If you're trying to generate organic leads, then you should be doing things every single day. And I'm working on myself, and this is how I do it. See, people jump in and they go, why aren't I different yet? My motivation just isn't there. Look, motivation is something that has to keep going. The way that you balance out motivation, because there will be those days where the motivation isn't there, you've got to have a clear purpose and understand what the passion behind that purpose is. That gives you your willingness to do the daily monotonous tasks each and every day, right? And decide, is this decision right now, is it going to make a difference? Probably not tomorrow, but it will in a year, and it will in 2 years, and it will in 5 years.
Andrew,
Go ahead, Scott.
Sorry. I had an example about cultivation and how it developed lifelong customers. I met this person a couple months ago, and planted this seed, had her be really into me, and now everything I share with her, because it's me helping her get what she wants, she buys from me. She doesn't go to anyone else but me. She's a lifelong customer now.
And she will be as long as that value continues to be there.
Absolutely.
Because you cultivated that.
And it was like, this is, I'm not talking small, like this is from the $7 product to the $4,000 product that I've sold her.
Right. And it'll be there because you cultivated and you give value. And it's a consistent value, right? Your relationship, guys, with your business and with your customers is what's going to be key. That relationship through social media, through email, cultivating that, right? Plant, cultivate, harvest. And that's the beautiful thing. If you do the relationship the right way, guys, you'll be able to harvest it over and over and over again. And then harvesting that, you leave that little bit, it will, go out and bring new seeds to you if you do it the right way. There's power to building things up like that.
And not only that, we're talking about compounding. She's now telling everybody that she knows about my service. Everybody. There you go. She knows a lot of people.
And that's what it's all about, right? And you only need a handful of those to really make a difference financially for you and to jumpstart your business. Here's the thing that you've got to remember, guys. Sometimes the results are not immediately visible. Sometimes you do the work, and you do the work in quiet, and you do the work consistently before you see anything. Just like working out. You don't go in, work out, and you weigh yourself before and weigh yourself afterwards and look in the mirror and go, man, where are my abs at? Damn it. Right? I mean, I've got to overcome the Golden Corral and the Taco Bell over the course of the last few years and the amount of times I've gone. It's not going to happen with one round of Stairmaster. It's got to be constantly and consistently making those changes. You got to understand that. Plant, cultivate, and harvest. And this is where it really boils down to, guys, is we are in a society that worships breakthroughs and quantum leaps. It's easy to give up or stop doing the small actions required to deliver results. People want the breakthrough. I could go out and I could create a 3 steps to a financial breakthrough, 3 steps to a business breakthrough course. I could go out and create something like that and sell it. Right? And I've talked with people about doing it. it's not going to be nearly as effective for the customer as it would be to say, hey, here's something that if you work on it every single day over the course of the next couple of years, you're going to build an empire. The 3 steps to breakthrough is what everybody's going to want, because the other one's going to require work. Now, one of them is going to actually get you results. All of you guys should hopefully push yourself so you'll accomplish and experience breakthroughs in your life. There will be those moments. Absolutely. But they will become more and more frequent when you do the small things. The best breakthroughs are the ones that you keep pushing at, and all of a sudden you wake up and you go, holy crap. And that epiphany just comes because you've laid the foundation for it, right? It's kind of like this barrier that we have, and you just slowly dig, you're pawing at it little by little until it gets thinner and thinner and thinner. And then you step through and you're able to breathe in a different way because you've finally done it, right? And the pressure lessens over time. And then you can step through into what your reality should be. So, last little bit, couple of things here. 5 sources of power that he talks about within the Slight Edge. Momentum. Momentum means daily, consistent activity. Completion means doing things, right? Your list of accomplishments. What have you done, right? Instead of just focusing on the things that you haven't done, what have you done? Building out those habits. We've done trainings on habits, spending time in daily reflection, celebrating each successful accomplishment, but the choices that you make too, guys. Sometimes just those choices every day is something to celebrate, right? I love when, picking on Ernie again, but right at the start of this where he says, I'm only 60 pages short of finishing this book. And it's one of the first books he's read in like a decade or more, right? That's a huge thing. That's constant and consistently reading a little bit every single day. Forrest, you're talking about showing up here. I've talked about this before, guys, but for you guys that are showing up at this every single day, let's call it 30 minutes on average, because sometimes I can go a little bit longer. That's 2.5 hours every single week of personal development that you're doing here. And a lot of you are reading and doing other homework too, right? I had one of our members that tagged me in Instagram today because she was listening to The Big Leap. That means along with being here on these calls, she's also listening there. And, I see her post and she's working and doing other stuff at night. Like, that's a huge choice that you make every day. I'm working on me. Good. Keep doing that. And then find the actions that you can take and put them into place for yourself, with your health, with your finances, with your relationships, with your spiritual center, with you, with your business. Guys, all of these elements come together to create the wonderful individuals that you are. And every single day you have the opportunity to make hundreds, if not thousands, of small choices that can allow you to become the best at who you are. Not the best in the world at any given thing. Some of you guys have that potential to do that, and that's fantastic. I'm not worried about that. I want you to become the best at who you should be and understand that you've got the power to do that, and no one else has that control in your life. So that's the Slight Edge for you guys. Spend a little time. Go watch some of the YouTube videos. Read it. Add it to your book list. Keep reading whatever you're reading. Hopefully you guys are doing that. Find a way to lift yourselves up. And as always, rise from the ashes. Fly like the phoenixes that you are. I'm going to send a little pre-call homework for tomorrow. I've got at least one guest on Friday. I'm trying to get another one earlier. But I hate talking about that. He's supposed to be here. He's promised me he would. But so my buddy that recommended The Big Leap, one of my first mentors, a guy named Jason, should be joining us on Friday. And I'm excited because he's been working online for close to 20 years. He's done a lot of cool charity work now, and he's launched a business built around helping families at this point. And so I'm excited to just bring him on and share some of that stuff. So on that note, love you guys. Go out, have an amazing day, get some work done for yourselves, and we'll hit you up tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.